All right.
Live. Okay, hi there, everybody on YouTube and Facebook. It's Sally, Laura, and Barbara, and we
Hello.
have some rambling
Oh,
black
show them the box.
These are actually ramblers. But
I'll go
I
get
don't know. That might be. I don't know if we should show that. Is it any kind of copyright thing?
Well, I mean, we're not selling it. We're just showing what we're using. Right?
Okay, I don't know about that. There's a lot of copyright stuff
All
that.
right.
Okay. Anyway, so we're rambling with ramblers.
Ramblers, yes, the drink is called Ramblers.
So it is Thursday, so we'd be rambling with ramblers.
Yeah.
And we decided to talk about Stripology today because we're very proud that our
My friend Lynette,
is
she was certifiable. Now she's fully certified.
yeah
So she's a certified Stripology teacher.
yeah.
And we happen to be the store where she teaches.
Well, she could probably teach somewhere else, but she does teach here.
Yes.
And you can tell them a little bit about her if you want.
Well,
She
I'll
has
just
a little.
read this letter from her. It says, to balance the stress of working as an RN in emergency at a level 1 trauma center, Lynette started taking quilting and sewing classes, which led to a degree in fashion design. Lynette taught multiple quilting classes at a local quilt shop for many years. Her area of expertise was machine quilting on domestic machines. She was also a Bernina educator for 7 years, teaching mastery classes and hosting a monthly Bernina club. She had quilts juried into Road to California and Paducah quilt shows, earning ribbons for Best Large Transitional Quilt and Best Quilt from the First Time Entrant at Road. There were many years that working full-time and caregiving for a dear friend kept Lynette from quilting much at all. But that did not keep her from going to quilt shows and supporting the quilting industry. Retirement, okay, I can't decide glasses on or glasses off, sorry. Retirement from a long nursing career in January 2020 has enabled her to share her knowledge of quilting with others. Oh, I think I missed a line, hold on. Maybe glasses on. Retirement from a long nursing career in January 2020 has enabled Lynette to have ample time to quilt. Being a handy quilter national educator allows her to share her love and knowledge of quilting with others. Lynette machine quilts her on HQ Forte long arm and Amaris stationary long arm machines. She quilts for personal use, charitable causes, and as a tangible way to show love and comfort, particularly to fellow breast cancer survivors. Lynette is teaching Stripology quilt classes and hosting a Lil Club, and we'll tell you about Lils in a little bit. Lil is like this. A Lil Club showcasing the new Lil patterns at El Cajon Sew and Back, a Stripology partner quilt store. She has also lectured at Quilt Guilds, sharing many quilts with patterns by Gudrun of GE Quilt Designs. Lynette is exceptionally proud to be a Stripology certified instructor. Lynette and her husband Richard live in San Diego, California. She is willing to travel to your retreat, guild, show, or store for a class, demonstration, or program. Quilt classes are 6 hours and range from beginner to intermediate. All quilters are welcome to learn while having fun. That's it.
All right. Well, you know paperback, so I have notes. Okay. So the class that she's teaching, so Lil's Club is every other Saturday on, I go to one. Every other Saturday in the afternoon at 1:30. So that is.
When we say Lil's Club, we're talking about
that.
this.
Right.
And so this
So it's
is
a different pattern every month.
Lil Billy.
Lil Billy is this period's
So
pattern.
Two patterns a month?
No,
One pattern
every other month.
Every other month.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood. I thought you said every other week.
No,
Okay.
no.
Every other
Are you
month.
trying to kill us?
Yeah.
So there's a new pattern every other month. So this is the new pattern, Lil Billy, and this is what we'll be talking. She'll be showing helping with. So if you come to Little Billy's Club, what you get when you pay for Little Billy's Club on the 12th is you get the pattern and the video from Gudrun. That's what Little Billy's Club. It's a 2-hour lecture demo.
Okay, nice. And how
So-
much is that?
$25.
Oh, that's not bad, 'cause
No.
that's a cute pattern, and you get the video watching and make it,
Right.
it's real cute. And all of the patterns will use a Stripology ruler.
Yeah, you would. It uses the smaller ruler.
Okay.
That's the a larger
Could you
ruler.
use the
You
larger
could use the
ruler?
larger ruler. Yeah, I believe so. I'm not
Okay.
I'm not an expert.
Okay.
I would
But
think you could use the larger, but
you're cutting the smaller. It's a
Right,
smaller.
'cause these are
quilt.
small.
Yeah, they're,
I'm gonna take it out of here to get rid of the glare.
Okay.
And show them what it looks like.
It's a 14 by 21 or 14 by 27 or something. What size is that?
there, that's better, you can see it, not
Yeah.
the
Super
glare.
cute.
Yeah, it is a cute quilt block.
Yeah. So, and we're probably gonna be making up some, packages of fabric, cause it takes, look on the back and say how much fabric does it take?
It takes 48 5-inch squares or 12 fat twelfths, which is
So-
6 by 21.
So we're gonna make up some 6 by 21 inch packs,
We're making a fat 12.
fat 12ths.
Yeah.
From, because I get, I have fabric that I may have left over from making my 5-inch squares for the BP club.
Yeah.
Now, we'll talk about that in a bit. But, so we're gonna make up some 6 by 21 inch packs that will be kind of more one of a kind because,
Yeah.
or like maybe there'll be 2 of a kind, but we won't have like a whole passel of them.
Right.
Kind of like I don't have a whole passel of things for, Mystery 5-0 Aloha
If you
quilt
want, if you
coming
see
up,
something you want.
then you would wanna gobble
Grab
it
it
up.
now.
So those would be, I think about $19 or $20 for the, how many of that was that?
There's 12
fat 12s. So 12 different
So that's a
fabrics that
yard
go
of
together.
Total full yard of fabric,
But you don't, 12 different
ones,
fabrics,
all
so
cut
you don't
for
have, it's back, I think. Yeah, so the mini ruler is the small ruler. I have a feeling, that's really weird.
You lost
Our
it for a little
internet dropped
while.
out all of a sudden.
Yeah,
That's
but it's
very
back
weird.
because YouTube was out.
Huh, okay.
Oh.
All right, you know, sometimes you don't wanna use a whole big ruler, you wanna use a smaller ruler.
Right.
You just
Well,
don't want
yeah, like-
gigantic.
The big cutting surface
Alright.
is nice, but sometimes you need a smaller ruler, especially if you're gonna be pivoting
Right.
fabric.
So Lil Billy is on July 12th from 1:30 to 3:30. So
Okay.
that's that. And so, we have those patterns here, they're exclusive to the partner stores for 2 months. And then they're available online and everywhere.
So you get them before everybody else?
Correct, we do.
Nice.
We do. Then on July 22nd, which is a Tuesday, she's gonna be teaching the Ingrid quilt, which will hold up for you, but that's that quilt there, which is in the pattern Mixology 3,
Right.
which is a neat book.
Well, I like all the mixology books.
Cause they have little drinks in
They
them.
do, let me show you. Okay, here's a recipe for a blackberry gin fizz. So, I think we could just add that to our rambles.
Yeah.
Or, let's see, but there's more recipes in here, so there's love on the beach, pear ginger martini, strawberry banana daiquiri, mocha martini, rum punch.
Just show you the back of this quilt.
Yeah, isn't it
No.
cool? All right,
Okay, let's
so
see, let's hold it up.
let's hold
Do you
the
need help?
quilt. Yeah, she's gonna need help.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna zoom out.
I'm gonna get this side, because this is the left arm.
Okay.
Drop
So
it.
there's the quilt.
So you
So
can't
that's
buy
the
happiness,
back.
but you can buy fabric.
And that's pretty close. That's pretty good. Okay, let's turn it around and show them the other side.
All right, so that's the pattern. That is on July 22nd.
That's really pretty.
It is.
It's a nice quilt. Ouch. That's gonna be a fun class.
Then
Now, do we have kits for this one as well?
no, that you'll have to pick up your own fabrics.
Okay.
And then on August 2nd, she is going to do a class for the Mastering Your Stripology book for your Mastering Your Stripology rulers.
Okay, nice.
So that's teaching you how to master your Stripology rulers.
Is she using any ruler in particular, or it applies to
I
all
think
the different
it's
rulers?
the bigger ruler. It's whatever rulers are in that Mastering Your Stripology rulers book.
Okay.
And once I get that in there, I will have a supply list. I need to get a supply list from her for that
Okay.
particular thing. I don't have that all in hand yet. Life is out of hand at the moment, as usual.
You sure it's not just peachy?
It is not just peachy. I was telling them I made the mistake of running freezer paper through my printer, which I had done, I can't even tell you how many times before, but it was a different brand and it wrecked the printer.
Yeah.
So then I had to buy a new printer, but it's exactly the same printer, precisely exactly the same printer. So one would think that you would have no problems. You would be completely incorrect. Completely and absolutely
It works
incorrect.
fine with.
You don't even want to hear the whole thing.
You don't want
Not
to hear the
even gonna-
words she invented.
No, yeah. Yeah, shuttlecocks. But anyway. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
It's
goody
still not,
painkiller.
it's still not all running right, but I don't even know what to do. I've tried, anyway. So, the other thing I want to tell you about is that we have a trunk show coming up with Karen Charles. So anybody who's interested, any of our Viking people who are interested, we have a trunk show coming up on July 8th, 10 to 4. It's $30.
You need to
So
sign up.
you will need to
because
sign up.
limited
It's-
space.
Yeah, limited space.
And we
Not a
already
lot
have
of.
quite a few already
Yes,
signed
we do
up.
have quite a few
So-
people
So I need
signed
to
up.
sign up.
Yeah.
I even have
So-
that on my calendar. So I
So,
remember to look at the calendar.
Karen
now.
Charles is very fun, and she's gonna give us a lot of information.
On
So
July 8th, what day of the week
it's a
is that?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yes, a Tuesday. So and then there was something else that I was going to talk about.
I
But
have the time
have-
as 10 to 4.
10 to 4, yes,
Okay.
10 to 4.
There was something else.
There
we
was
could have
something
talked
else
about.
that I thought
It was
of.
another class or something. Oh, the Mystery 5-0 boxes, were you gonna talk about those?
No, because those those don't come out till July 1st. So
Oh, okay.
keep your eyes out because the Mystery 5-0 kits will be on sale
Next
July
Tuesday.
1st. Oh, is that next Tuesday? Please don't tell me that.
This year is just on cue.
Okay, I won't tell you it's next Tuesday.
All right, thank you.
It is.
Just ruined my day.
Which means
Bye.
Wednesday is software. Next Sunday
but not ASG.
Golf
They
club.
usually go
And
dark.
ASG.
Oh.
They usually go.
There's no ASG.
ASG doesn't have one in July.
No,
Right,
they
there
go
isn't.
dark.
They're
Yeah.
dark, but I forgot to take it out of the computer, so that reminds me. I need to do that. Okay. Drop the phone. It's all falling apart.
I did that the other day. I went to go throw something in the trash and I had my TV remote with me. It went sailing across the room, hit the wall, exploded, and I'm just like, I didn't
Okay.
even throw anything, and I just flicked my wrist at the right angle or something, and it
They just fly.
went off.
I wish I remembered. So if anybody is interested in an Epic 3, in purchasing an Epic 3 and would like to experience one, give us a call, because Karen is going to be here on Wednesday, so we are having an Epic 3 class where you get to experience the Epic 3, but that's not an open class that you can sign up for.
That's July 3rd?
July 9th.
9th. 2nd, 9th, okay.
And we had to change our Quilting 101 class because guess what? You can't have two classes on the same day. Surprise, surprise. So that is going to start on July 16th instead of July 9th. I don't know if that helps anybody out or makes things worse for somebody, but anyway, nobody's signed up right now, so that's my story on that.
Okay.
I know there was something else, but I don't remember what it was. Hello, Lisa. Thanks for stopping through, and thanks for the ramblers.
Yeah, that's great. You know, I used to have a car called the Rambler.
I did too. I was
Yeah.
telling Lisa about it.
I didn't have my aunt and uncle had the Rambler. We didn't have a
Oh.
Rambler.
Mine was a station wagon. God, I hated that car, but it was
Yeah.
a good car.
Yeah.
But you know, when your parents give you your first car, you can't be real choosy.
No,
The
this
best
was
part
my
about-
mom's car that we drove.
Best part about it was it had a button up in the front that would roll down the rear window, so I could get air going through. Bad part is when you're going through high school with jerky boys and they throw firecrackers in the back of your car as you're trying to roll up the window, you cannot stop and get them out before they start going off. And then they laugh and they drive away. And me and the girls that were in the car with me, we were not laughing.
No.
Well, we
They
didn't
were
have that
swinging,
happen
actually.
here in San Diego where I grew up.
Yeah.
Anyway. Well, I don't know what else I needed to tell you, but I guess
You
that
forgot.
it must not be important in my biggest brain that I blame on a whole lot of reasons, but I'm gonna blame it on the wonderful printer that we have.
That was
super
such
awesome
a good
printer.
exercise in self-control. I
Yeah.
could see it.
I'm bringing my hammer in next week.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get it different. It's the same printer. I don't understand
know, I don't either.
it.
Doesn't like my computer.
Yeah, well, but it's the same computer.
I know, it's the same
It's
computer,
the same computer,
printer.
same
Don't let
printer,
it print right.
but it just doesn't. And then Jimmy's there, and Barbara and I are, and then it prints right in front of Jimmy, and Barbara and I are standing there, and he's like, "What are you talking about?" It's yeah, forget it. Anyway. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Well, come in and see us. We will be closed on the 4th, but just on the 4th Friday. We will be open on Saturday, and Foff Club will be on Sunday the 6th.
So the 4th is Thursday.
No,
No, 4th
Friday.
is Friday.
we will be here next Thursday to ramble on about some other inane thing.
Oh, so Tuesday was the 1st.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you were trying to remind me again. Thanks.
I see you snuck that in.
Ah,
I'm just
I
trying
gotta
to
get
get
my-
straight in my own head, you know, that's all.
I gotta get my 5-inch squares done tomorrow. Gotta get we were gonna talk about the VP Club. Alright, so we have this thing called the VP Club. So we have the Viking Club and the Foff Club that meets, that on the first Sunday is Foff Club at 1:30. On the second Saturday is Viking Club at 10 in the morning.
Right.
And we have something called VP Club where you get the patterns and 5-inch squares of all the fabric that comes in during the month previously to the club. Of course you can't get the fabric that's going to come in later because we don't have it yet. So I cut 5-inch squares of all the fabric that came in. So you get 5-inch squares of all the fabric, you get the patterns, and you get
Usually the
things.
accoutrement would go with the pattern.
Right, or sometimes you get a coupon,
Yeah.
a discount coupon. You get 20%. You get always get 20%. If you're a VP Club member, you get 20% off. Always, whenever you shop in the store. And also the other advantage is you have access to Zoom of the meetings.
Right.
So you can have you get Zoom access to the meetings. So you can attend the meetings via Zoom. Whereas if you're just a free attendee, you don't get the Zoom access. And we record the meetings, so then you get access to the meeting recordings. So that is open right now.
Ah,
So you can sign up for that if you are interested in doing that. So you don't necessarily have to live in San Diego or, for that
And
matter,
so-
in California.
so let's say somebody in Iowa decides they wanna be part of the VP Club. How do they sign up?
It's under clubs and subscriptions in the, on our website,
And that website would be,
soeasier.com.
yeah, that's
EZR.com.
So you don't have to
And
spell it out.
then we would mail you the box, well, it's a bag.
Yeah,
Then you would get that shipped to you.
yeah.
And then
It's
you would
really a
just,
pretty
and then
nice
you would
book.
just log in on, it wouldn't be 1:30. You would have to calculate your own time, because I don't do
Yeah, it's
time
all-
calculations
all
well.
times are in Pacific time, whether
yeah.
it's standard or daylight savings time, but it's Pacific time.
And then we have,
It's a
the
specific
VP Club
Pacific
has
time.
a website where you can go to watch the videos. And you also have access to Software Club, where we do a software lesson for the MySonet software, which is now the Creativation software. So
Right,
that's my story, which I'm sticking to. So
okay, how long is the membership open window?
for the next,
Well, you're making her brain work again.
well,
But these are important
it
questions.
is an important question, and technically,
Not like that time when
probably,
she said it closed at, 2 minutes and I'm looking at the.
yeah, no, because we could, it's two, alrighty, well, thanks y'all for coming. Sorry about the internet, I don't know what is going on with that, but it is what it is.
It didn't go down too long.
No,
Yeah.
but it seems like it's been kind of dropping out a little bit, so I don't know. Been acting persnickety with us, so thanks for watching, we'll see you next Thursday.
Bye.
It'll be July.
Yep.
Bye.
I can't believe it's already gonna be July. Where did June go?
I'd like
I
to
don't
know